Okay, Ty, we're taking a look at your photojournalism assignment here. Okay, looks like you have a cute little dog. And okay, let's see what you got here. Okay, so your dog is looking like it's maybe eating a little bit and then walking around, going out for a walk, and then back inside, having a drink, and then resting. Okay, let's take a look at each one here. And let's take a look at the photo details here too. Okay, so you're shooting with an amazing camera, the 5D Mark II. Shooting with a 50mm lens, ISO at 800. Beautiful shot here. Um, very nice portrait. Let's see what in terms of telling a story. Okay. Good that you shot this at 3200. And you're getting a little bit of lens flare in there that I'm sure you're aware of. Okay, and your dog looking a little bit surprised. All right, so let's see what the next one looks like. Okay, now this one, you got your ISO at 3200, but you got a little camera shake, or oh, well, it's a little sharper back there. So perhaps the camera is not focused on the dog. So the dog's a little bit blurry here. And in terms of composition too, you could probably, have just come in, tight on the dog here on the bowl and disregarded, most of the things down off to the side here. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Okay, here's I guess the little dog's toy. Nice shot, nice individual kind of shot showing the toy and then the dog off in the background there. But I'm not quite sure what in terms of like what this is in terms of relationship to the story. Okay, your ISOs are good, 3200. That's exactly where you want to be for something like this. This is a cute shot. Definitely love the perspective of that you're outside and the dog is inside and wanting to go out. That's definitely a nice way to portray that. Good with that. Okay. Okay, now your ISOs are shifting around, so hopefully you're not setting your camera on auto ISO. So you've got a speed of 250 here, and then you've got an ISO of 100 here. Now this could be thrown off because you got a brighter, reflection right here, and that might be adjusting your ISO for you. So definitely you want to be adjusting your own ISO, and so like in a brighter situation, like in this case right here, then your dog is a little bit more in shadow, and so I'm not seeing all the detail that perhaps you could have. Okay, so then the dog's outside and sniffing around. Oh, there's another dog. Okay, that's good. All right. Sniffing around some more. Okay, now your ISO's at 100, so that's good. You've got a 200mm lens, so you've got a telephoto lens. That's good. So it's good to know that you've got a few different lenses here. Okay, 300, so I guess you're using some kind of zoom. All right. And you're back down to your 50, and so you've got a 50-1.4. So that's an amazing lens. That's really, really nice. Let's see here. Okay. Still using your 50-1.4. Now, this particular shot right here, okay, this part right here is sharp, but right here blurry, and definitely, shallow depth of field when you were using a 1.4 lens here. Yeah, and this is also a little bit blurry here too. You got, you definitely want to pay attention as to where it's focusing. Don't let it go autofocus all the time. You might want to, pre-focus right here and then recompose the picture. And now that's cute. Your ISO 1000, okay, that's good. Especially since he's in the shadows there. But definitely what you want to do, so your ISOs, I'm wondering if you're setting them yourself. So make sure that you are setting your ISOs yourself. And also that you're paying attention to, what aperture you're using. Because right here, this part's right here is in focus. The dog, which is really the important part of the picture, is not in focus. Same thing with here too. You got the dog's hair in the back is in focus, but the dog's face is not. And in terms of some of these, you can actually, like, since your dog is really pretty low to the ground, You might actually want to get like down on floor level to get some of these shots because basically you're kind of looking down on the dog a little bit. Not so much here, but and you have a 300 millimeter. You've got a zoom here, so this is definitely something where, in terms of the foreground, the back, right here, where you've got the two dogs, I guess both sniffing around together. You definitely want to zoom in on this. Most of this other stuff here really doesn't add too much to the story. And you've got these two shots right here, kind of redundant in terms of the story. So maybe this one's better because you've got a little more interest with the other dog, but can't really tell what the dog is doing. I guess maybe he's just going out to do his business, but it's not real obvious. And so what I would suggest, I mean, it's okay for the assignment. I would like to see something a little in terms of cleared up, in terms of more of a story. There are certainly elements here, but you could definitely add to this to make this better. First off, get down lower in some of these shots. Like this one right here, you're down at floor level, and if you had a shot of the dog, it definitely if you had more like that, like that for this particular this one right here, really adds to the sense of giving the dog a little bit more personality. But the shots out here, unless you had, if he was pooping or something, if you had a little shot, it might not be the most tasteful kind of thing to have in a, photojournalism story, but maybe something where there's definitely a beginning, a middle, and an end. It just sort of, okay, there's a dog that's inside, then there's a dog that's outside, then there's a dog that's back inside. I would love to see you tell a little bit better story. Like for instance, here's your happy dog. Here he is with the bowl. This particular shot right here is a little bit, maybe blurry. This one's great. Love this shot. Love this perspective where he wants to go out. Don't really get a sense of what's happening while he's out, and then all of a sudden he's back in and he's eating again. So see if you can come up with a couple more shots to tell a little clearer story. And exposure-wise, make sure that you're also setting your ISO and your white balance, that you're not putting this on automatic. And let me know what if you've added some more pictures to this. But otherwise, I mean, you're on the right track here. But just give me something that's a little bit more of a story. And maybe try, since you have a wide variety of lenses to work with here, give me some different perspectives too. Maybe show your hand or something, in terms of, because it's not all about the dog, maybe you're feeding or maybe somebody else is feeding the dog, pouring some food in the bowl. Other things that would tell more of a story. Okay, thanks.